Previously on MasterChef Australia.
You can lift your lids. No.
Memories of family with the inspiration for this week's mystery box.
A very special place in my heart, this dish.
As they cooked from the heart.
I just want to inject a lot of that love into this dish. I'm kidding. I'm triggered.
To deliver food for the soul.
The beauty in this dish is from the heart and the sleeve of the guy that cooked it. Well done, mate.
In the end, Jess, Kahn, Reynold, Brendan and Poe made it to the top 5. Tonight, from childhood stories,
This is epic.
they'll create the most fabulous fantasies.
Let's give the judges a little bit of fun today.
But which one will get the fairy tale ending?
I knew that we were in for something special. That is special.
Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star. In our souls, we all know our dreams make us. Burning up in my heart like a flame, like a brighter shooting star.
Are you chatting about master? Yeah, because I'm on the outside, it takes longer.
No.
You ready, Jessie?
No.
I feel as though today is more important than any other immunity because it's top 11, we're halfway, and we all want it. And that's scary because everyone's going to be on their A game.
What are they going to have on the benches?
Morning, all!
Oh, no.
First thing we want to say is congratulations not just to you 5, but to everyone up there. Yesterday was easily the best food we've seen to date, so big ups to everyone. Immunity is up for grabs today. One of you 5 is guaranteed to be here next week, just like Amelia, who won immunity a couple of days ago. So, if you win today, there's a bloody good chance that you make top 10. There's no better motivation than that. Reynold, I want an honest answer here. How much do you want to be up there today?
Oh, I really want it. It's
There
like,
we go!
I really want it. It's like, this is my 3rd time,
Yeah.
and I didn't get an immunity pin in my season, and this time I just want to be up in the gantry.
Yeah, it's the safest place to be. I just want to clarify, you've never got immunity in the competition ever.
I was very
not in-
close. I got perfect
Really?
scores, but that somehow still didn't get me an immunity pin.
I was like, ugh. Is today the day, Big Fella?
I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah,
see.
we will. Kahn, you've cooked for immunity before, but that was a while ago now, back in week 2. How are you feeling?
It's been a while. I really want it this time. I told Amelia that we're going to win, I'm going to win, and I'm going to get up there and we're going to get really glam.
You say that, you're laughing with a little bit of a scared face on there, Amelia.
Nervousness.
Is Kahn's glam your glam?
Definitely not.
Today's challenge is all about cooking a dish that tells a story. And the inspiration for the story that you will need to tell is just under here. Would you like to see what's under there?
Yeah.
All right. The first story
Oh.
is Goldilocks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is epic.
Obsessed, obsessed. I love fairy tales. Like, oh, so happy about this.
Oh, wow.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my gosh.
Beauty and the Beast. The Ugly Duckling. Hansel and Gretel. Little Red Riding Hood. And finally, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
This is cute.
I'm so excited about today because I love working with a theme that tells a story or that can kind of bring the diner or audience into the dish and bring it all together.
So as you can see, these are some of the best known and most loved fairy tales and storybooks. Today's challenge is for you to each choose a book and use it as the inspiration for your dish. So, for example, choose Alice in Wonderland, and the Mad Hatter's Tea Party might be the starting point for where you go. The Ugly Duckling could be a dish that looks a little bit unassuming at the get-go and turns into something absolutely magnificent in the end. The possibilities are absolutely endless. You are only limited by your imagination.
I'm thinking a little bit about Alice in Wonderland. I'm pretty sure Reynold's going to take that one, so I'm worried about competing with him on that one. But I'm very drawn towards the Ugly Duckling, very drawn to it.
All right, guys, you've got 75 minutes to bring us a dish inspired by one of these brilliant fairy tales. It can be sweet or savoury. You've got an open pantry and the garden. And of course, the best dish wins its maker immunity from Sunday's elimination. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your 75 minutes starts. No!
Reynolds keen.
Oh, sorry.
One's enough, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Sorry.
I'm so fired up in this immunity cook. I'm up against really strong cooks, but deep down, I really want to win. The fairy tale story I chosen is Goldilocks and the Three Bears because I think I really want to make a dessert that is resolved around 3 spears, 1 small, medium, and large, and that represents the 3 bears. But I've only got 75 minutes and I'm planning to make 3 plates of these spears. I'm feeling under the pump. I'm just gonna have to motor.
Go, Jeffy.
I've got a dish in mind. It's called a Kladdkaka, which is a Swedish dessert that my friend Oscar taught me to make while we were watching Beauty and the Beast with all my friends. I have to make this today. A Kladdkaka is a Swedish chocolate cake. The outside is kind of crispy and like really crunchy, and the inside is so chewy and gooey. It's delicious. So the beast is obviously the cake. It's ugly, but the beauty needs to come from my other elements. So I want to make a rose kind of flavoured ice cream with rose water because I want to play on that whole idea of rose in the entire story of Beauty and the Beast.
Go, Kahn, come on. Woo!
I really need a win today. I know that I come off really confident, but this will be my 4th immunity now. I haven't won any of them, though. It's really hard because I feel as though I'm doing well enough to get into these challenges, but I'm not winning them, so it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm here, but I'm not here.
Where are you, Jess?
Oh, look at that, Brendan.
Oh, Tessa.
He should just be able to get through the challenge with that amount of spatulas.
Okay, confession time. It's been a long time since I've been at school, and when I was at school, I pretty much had a basketball and a cricket bat in my hand non-stop. The fairy tales kind of took a back seat. So someone want to fill me in with a few of these stories?
I didn't have a favourite fairy tale per se, but if I was cooking, I would probably pick Hansel and Gretel
Yeah.
because gingerbread, love gingerbread, but also everyone knows I love carrot cake as well,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm kind of somewhere between gingerbread and carrot cake and candy canes and all sorts of like, all the good stuff.
I loved reading fairy tales as a kid. What I love about them is that it just is completely transportive, but fun, nostalgia. We just want some escapism today.
Good amount of mango, Jess.
Solid amount of mango.
Oh, there's more.
Reynold,
There you go.
what have we got? Sweet or savoury?
Definitely going for a sweet today.
Sweet. And the
Yep.
story?
It's going to be Alice in Wonderland, the first chapter.
Alice in Wonderland, first chapter, no
Yeah.
less. What's going on in the first
So,
chapter?
down the rabbit hole, and what I do is like kind of temper the dark chocolate, make it look like a tree, have a little garden into it, and
So hang on, sorry.
Yeah.
You're tempering chocolate and making a tree.
Yes.
Okay. Right, as three-dimensional tree or?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And what I want to do is pour a really hot caramel, as if you're falling down the rabbit hole.
The idea in my head that I have is I want to make it look like a garden and there's a tree there and it's going to look like you're, I guess, in Alice's world. And without the judges knowing, when I pour a hot caramel, a sinkhole just appears, as if you're going into a rabbit hole.
Mate, when you sort of led us into the knowledge that you were super hungry to get immunity, you weren't joking, were you?
No.
What you're talking about sounds pretty complex.
Yes.
You got enough time?
I'll be fine. 60 minutes?
1 hour and 2 minutes to go.
Let's do it.
Go, Reynold.
Reynold is an absolute master at conceptual desserts. His dessert today sounds, honestly, I can't even picture it. It just sounds magical and I cannot wait to see it.
Ooh. Hey, Po, what are you making?
I'm making this tofu lily soup, and then I'm going to use that to make a rice.
And what's the story?
Ugly duckling.
So what I'm going to make is this humble broth, and in it is sitting this beautiful tofu lily. And I'm going to also use the broth to cook this really delicious rice.
I'm probably just going to be a bit pushed to cook the rice. I need to get this broth on like now.
There is a little bit of a dodgy area with this dish where I have to wait for the broth to have finished cooking to be able to use it to cook the rice in.
Doing well, mate.
I'm cutting it pretty close with the timings, but they're just things that I know how to do like the back of my hand. So I just feel very confident I can deliver this dish.
There's some pretty big ideas out there so far, but you've only got 1 hour to pull them together. Let's
go, guys. Come on.
Come on, guys.
15 minutes down, 60 minutes to go. I'm working on my ice cream. 50. At this point, I'm feeling okay, but I'm a bit worried because my confidence has been a little bit down. When I don't have confidence, I question everything. The judges will speak to me about the tiniest thing and I'll just think that means that my dish is not going to win, it's going to be horrible. And I'm trying to get over that, but it's really hard.
Hey, Kahn.
Hi, Jock, how are you?
What you cooking?
It is a Swedish cake that a friend of mine taught me.
Swedish cake?
I know, it sounds really weird. So we watched Beauty and the Beast, the new one, and it was like a group of us. We were all watching it, and I usually don't make dessert because I don't really make dessert, but they wanted dessert that day, and Oscar actually taught me how to do it because it's so easy. It's like butter, sugar, flour, eggs, and cocoa.
This bit looks really easy, right? Then you're going to pop that in the oven.
No, this is the ice cream. This is going to have a swirl of strawberry through it.
Where's the cake?
The cake hasn't been done yet. It only takes 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it going to look pretty beautiful then?
Well, I'm hoping to make it look really quite gorgeous. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet.
I'm digging it.
Thank you.
But you know, there's a rose, and then there's a rose. Let's hope yours is a good one.
Gosh. So Jock comes over, he's asking me about my cake and my roses, and I realise I have no idea how I'm going to present this to the judges. I'm kind of freaking out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's an immunity cook. I'm up against Reynold and Jess, who are like dessert king and queen. I'm not known for my dessert, but today I'm making a cake. I'm really nervous. I'm really, really nervous. I'm trying to keep calm, but back of my mind, this might be a mistake. 40, yep.
There's some pretty big ideas out there so far, but you've only got 1 hour to pull them together. Let's
go, guys.
Come on, guys.
Mince it, Brendan.
What book did you choose, Jess?
Goldilocks.
Ah, nice.
I'm gonna make 3 different desserts.
Funny, yep. It's an immunity cook. I'm not known for my dessert, but today I'm making a cake. I'm kind of freaking out. Oh my gosh. But you know what? I'm making this dish because of the memories that it kind of gives me. And I feel as though if I'm connected to this dish, the judges may be as well. It reminds me of that one day where we were literally, there was like 5 of us on a couch watching Beauty and the Beast. Like, doesn't get any better than that, does it? I'm working on my rose ice cream. I'm thinking I want to colour it a little bit. So I know that the rosella flowers in our garden are beautiful right now. Ow. Oh, B. They're quite tart and they kind of give it a purple colour. So I'm going to pick them and infuse them with sugar to draw out the colour. I then move on to my anglaise and I use the sugar syrup from my rosella flowers to mix with my eggs. Infuse it with a little bit of rose water, strain it off and pop it into the ice cream churner. Now I can move on to my Kladdkaka cake now. I don't know if this is going to win immunity for me. All I know is that I'm obsessed with this idea. I think it's really fun, it's really cute. So, you know what? Let's give the judges a little bit of fun today.
Brendan.
Hey.
Now, are you inspired by more than one fairy tale with this? You're a little bit Beauty and the Beast, a little bit Ugly Duckling, maybe?
Yeah, a bit of both, actually. I'd say more so Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
It's called Hakien, which is like a Mauritian spring roll.
Yeah.
So it's wrapped in brick pastry and then battered, fried, and fried again. So it's just like a big lump of batter. This is a dish, actually, my grandma and my grandmother's been wanting me to make on MasterChef, but I'm always like, it tastes good, but it's so ugly no one will get it. The Mauritian Hakien that I'm making today is inspired by Beauty and the Beast because I've always thought of it as something that is not pretty to look at. It's not very appealing. The beauty of it is in its flavour. I know it's a very simple dish, but I'm hoping there's enough flavour there to wow the judges. Yum. Okay.
I so badly want to get another immunity. I know I've already won it twice, but 2 is just never enough. The fairy tale story I've chosen is Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, and I'm making a dessert that has 3 different sized spears, and that represents the 3 bears. The first thing I do is getting onto those mango spears, and because they have to be frozen, set, carved, and also sprayed with cocoa butter. I have to make mango puree and carve my mangoes, put the mango cheeks into a blender, blitz it up, and pass it through a strainer. When I put it into a siphon gun.
Jess is like Usain Bolt. You blink and she's on the other side of the kitchen. I'm just really hoping she manages her time well. She's doing 3 different plates with 3 different spheres filled with 3 different things. It's a lot.
Reynold, what story are you going with?
First chapter of Alice in Wonderland.
My dish today is called Down the Rabbit Hole. And it has a Dolce Diplomat white chocolate tempera disc, a chocolate spray, chocolate tree branch, pistachio sponge, matcha soil, a yogurt foam, and a golden vanilla caramel. There's a lot going on in this idea that I have, but if I can really pull it off, I think it's not only going to hit the brief, but the flavor's going to be on point, and it will take you to down the rabbit hole. I've got my white chocolate roasting in the oven to caramelize, and as I'm making the diplomat cream, I'm making the matcha crumble as well. Matcha crumble is going to imitate the moss effect in the dish. I combine almond meal, matcha, egg yolk, and flour and butter together in a mixing bowl until it combines to a dough. I pull off chunks of the dough onto a parchment paper on a baking tray, and I don't roll it out so that when it caramelizes and cooks in the oven, it doesn't lose that green matcha.
Just over 50 minutes to go. I'm traveling pretty okay at the moment. I'm just praying to God that I get all my components ready and done.
You got that pace, Reynold. Come on, mate. You got this.
The Ugly Duckling fairy tale is my inspiration, and I'm making a tofu lily in a chicken and scallop broth, and I'm serving that with a smoked butter fried rice. I've got my broth going, and I need to get on with my tofu lily. I'm going to turn the tofu into a lily, which is going to look like a little anemone.
So this is a very, very delicate process.
This is the pièce de résistance of the dish. This tells that story of the ugly duckling turning into the swan, so I need to really nail it. So what you want to do is actually leave about 2 to 3 mil on the bottom. That's all that's keeping all those threads together. The thing that I love about the Ugly Duckling story is that when I came to Australia, all I wanted to do was fit in. I hated the way I looked. I hated the fact that I came to school with fried rice instead of a sandwich. And as I grew up, I realised how much of these experiences of feeling on the outside fed me to become a stronger person and celebrate all the things that make me different. Okay, that one's better.
Amazing, Po. Well done.
The tofu lily looks fantastic. However, the proof is in the pudding. It only really reveals itself once you put it into the broth. So I hope that I've cut far down enough for the effect to happen.
God, making cakes is hard.
Kahn, cake, rose. I'm hearing lots of lovely elements here.
Yeah, so-
What's beautiful? What's the beast?
The cake is definitely the beast.
Yeah.
So what happens is I cook it and the outside becomes kind of like nice and burny and bitter from the cacao that is dusting it.
Okay.
And
and then a bit fudgy in the centre.
Yeah, and then in the centre it becomes kind of even chewy.
Ooh.
It's my favourite thing ever and the boys love it.
I would definitely say in terms of feedback, really focus on presentation as
Okay.
well as the balance of flavour, because we know you have that.
Okay, thank you.
Mel's just come to my bench. She is talking about how I need to make this dish look beautiful. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. Making a cake is a risk. It's challenging because I'm like, all right, this might work, that might work. Don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work though, because it's so fun today.
Keep at it, Kahn. Good job. Run, Jess, run.
He has done a lot in half an hour.
Thanks.
Tell us a story in 45 minutes!
I want to create a tree. I've made a chocolate log before in my season.
Done the chocolate 3 ways. It's a chocolate log with a raspberry liquid center, chocolate raspberry ganache, and chocolate soil.
And now I want an actual tree leaning sideways just above the rabbit hole. I'm tempering my dark chocolate, and this is gonna be the base and the tube of the chocolate tree. I've got a lot of work cut out for me. I need to temper my dark chocolate properly on the first go.
So good.
Nice, Reynold.
I'm super happy that the dark chocolate is tempered first go. Today, I really, really want immunity. I've been in immunity twice before, but I've missed out. But this time, I'm just really giving it my all.
Good job, Reynold.
Thank you.
Some huge ideas out there today. A lot of inspiration taken from these stories. We have 2 savoury, 3 sweet. Obviously, Jess and Reynold are gunning for a lot of different elements going on.
Reynolds making a bloody tree. He's
Yeah.
making a tree out of chocolate. Listen to what I'm saying.
Just imagine the theatre of pouring hot liquid that then creates a tunnel, like down the rabbit hole. It's magical,
Man, I hope
it's
the guys
mystical.
got enough time because I want to see that. Just out of the corner of my eye, Jess is just going like the clappers as usual. What's she trying to achieve in 75 minutes?
Jess has gone sphere mad. She's done Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, and the translation is 3 different size spheres with 3 different fillings.
I get it, but she did 1 sphere in 60 minutes. How's she going to fit another 2 into that extra 15
I don't know, but
minutes
you know
that she's
what?
got today?
I hope she does it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I get my frozen spears. I need to scoop these mixtures out, then combine the 2 halves together and also punch a hole at the top because I want to fill the spears. I'm really happy with the large and the medium spears. I'm able to scoop out the mixture, but I'm finding it really hard to scoop out the centers of this small spear. The small one has set way too far and it's really hard to get the mixture out. I think I'm gonna have to just leave it empty. My dish has processes that are just through the roof, and I'm thinking of making 3 plates. I'm feeling like my chance of winning immunity is slipping because I cannot even see my dish coming together at this point.
Jess has done a shit ton of stuff.
it's time to mold my spears together. I'm making 3 plates because I want all 3 judges to experience their own plate of food. So I gotta join 9 spears together. I'm realizing that I'm really going a little bit crazy today. I could have just done 1 plate. But I really believe that I want to do 3 plates and I'm gonna get it done.
You guys have got to take your ideas from these books and get them on the plate. You've got 30 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Go, Chloe. Go, Reynold. Go, Brendan. Go, Jessie.
Yum, Brendan. Make me a snack.
Keep it up, Poe, come on.
Let's go, Kahn. He also loves strawberries. He's been watching Jess use mangoes.
Oh, you're pruning your tree.
Yes, I am.
How's this thing going to come together? I just briefly, because I still want my mind to be blown.
It's going to sit there. Around there, it's going to look like a garden. White chocolate disc, I'm going to spray it so it looks like a garden. I'm going to pour this hot caramel on top. So
Enough
as if
said.
you're going down
Enough said. Enough
the
said.
rabbit hole.
Just get it done. I want to see it.
Thanks, Andy.
The caramel component in this dish is going to be the hot component. It's going to be poured in front of the judges, and that's what's going to create the effect of the rabbit hole. I've added my cream into the caramel mixture, and it's looking really golden and quite liquidy. I don't want this caramel to be too thick, and what I want is a kind of like a runnier caramel, which is not too rich.
Looks tasty, Reynold.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure at the moment, but I'm just hoping that everything works out. 25 minutes to go, and I need to work on my lemon yogurt foam. My lemon yogurt foam is going to be filled into the medium spear. I get cream, sugar, and vanilla onto a saucepan. Bring it to a simmer.
You go, Jeffy.
Add some bloom gelatin. Pour that over some yogurt and some lemon juice, and emulsify that with a stick blender. I want this yogurt foam to be really light and airy, but also a really pungent taste of lemon. But it's really important because everything's already quite acidic. I need something that's quite heavy, but also very floral. And I can balance out the flavor a little bit better. I'm up against really tough competition today, but you know what? Just gotta keep my head straight and just keep going.
Need to smoke this butter now.
Today, I'm making a tofu lily in a chicken and scallop broth, and I'm serving that with a smoked butter fried rice.
Get the smoke on, Poe.
At this point, I'm feeling quite comfortable. I've got my broth going. I've smoked my butter. I've got my shallots sliced up. I fried it in some butter. My tofu lily is ready. Now I'm starting to think about how I'm going to put this rice dish together because I've never made it before. I am starting to feel slightly worried because I have to wait for the broth to have finished cooking to be able to use it to cook the rice in.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
There's just over 20 minutes to go, and rice usually takes 20 minutes to cook, and that's without me having to do all that balancing at the end. The Ugly Duckling, I love this story. I feel like I've got a real natural affinity with it, and I want to express that today. But I don't think the swans happened yet.
I'm actually going to be down to the wire, hey.
So much to do, so little time, only 20 minutes to go.
Come on, guys, keep it up.
20 minutes, guys. Run, 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 run.
Double fries.
Give it a taste, Kahn.
It's really yum.
20 minutes to go, and I've made my Dolce Diplomat cream, and I have my dark chocolate tube that's been tempered, vanilla caramel. Next thing I start working on is the chocolate branch for the tree. I've got my tempered chocolate in a small piping bag, and I pipe it into ice cold water. And what that's gonna do is gonna set, and as it's setting, I'm gonna keep piping into the branches and kind of create this 3D effect of a chocolate tree.
It's great to watch Reynold cook. I mean, his brain works in a way that can create a dish to be just so wow. I'm so glad to be able to see and be present to him creating this down the rabbit hole dish.
Coming to this competition at first was just for myself and want to prove Australia that, you know, how much I've changed. But now it's for my family. Facing this pandemic, times are quite tough, and more than ever, I really need to win. The chocolate branches are looking really good. It's got a 3D effect. It just looks awesome.
That looks so good, Reynold. My God.
If I can pull this off, it'll be a great chance for me to win immunity.
Immunity on the line, 15 minutes to go!
So in about 5 minutes time.
With 15 minutes to go, I realised I haven't thought the rice dish through very well. I've got all my rice elements ready, but I still need the broth to cook the rice in. And I don't know how long this pressure cooker is going to take to decompress.
Come on, come on.
I'm trying to maintain like this zen mood.
Now do it. Now do it. Turn it.
Yeah.
Turn it.
But I'm really like the duck's legs underwater right now. I'm starting to be frantic in my head.
Oh my God, have I done that again?
I'm actually paralysed because I'm starting to realise I might not have a rice dish.
Oh my God, this is really bad.
With 15 minutes to go, I've got all my rice elements ready for my tofu lily and dried scallop broth, but I still need the broth to cook the rice in.
Come on, dude.
If I don't have the rice, I've just made a broth in 75 minutes.
Is it one of the ones with the lock pins? Is it
Do
a
it
lock
now.
pin?
Put some freaking heart to it.
It's nearly there.
Give it a bang.
Come on, dude.
There you go. Now go.
Yes.
Hey, she's away. Double time now, Poe, please. Double time.
Yeah.
13 minutes to cook rice. I feel like it's really pushing it. I've halved my rice just in case. I've just got my fingers crossed now.
Let's go, Poe.
Stay, stay, stay.
Well done, Reynold.
Well done, mate.
How's your cake going, Kahn?
It's about to come out. I just checked on it, but I think it's a little bit on the loose side right now, but it's sexy.
So is the cake the beast and the rest of it is the beauty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Be the beast, Kahn. Be the beast.
Oh, you're freaking perfect.
My cake is looking good. It's about to be unmolded. I'm moving on to these strawberries that I'm going to slice up to make it look like little rosebuds. I've never done anything like this before. I've never made anything look like a rose. But in my head, I'm like, I think Mum does something like this with tomatoes. So if I could do the same technique that she does on a tomato with the strawberry, it should work.
Well, that worked.
My strawberries are looking like little rosebuds. My ice cream is ready to go. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to pull all of this together.
All right, guys. Story time starts in 10 minutes.
Don't forget about story time.
Yeah, this is the worst story time ever.
Oh, Jessie.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed with so much elements left to go. But I'm really determined to get this dish up. I've made it this far to not just crumble down at this point.
The mood has changed in Jess's story. I
Every
reckon.
good fairy tale has sort of a menacing force in it, so...
Or she's just left. She's like,
She's just
I
gone.
can't finish writing this story, I'm done.
I have to lower this into the...
It's time to get my tofu lily into my broth.
Just tease it apart.
Oh, beautiful, Poe. Yes, Poe.
My tofu lily has totally bloomed in my pond of broth and it feels fantastic. Now I need to just focus on the rice.
Oh my God, Brendan, you're making me hungry.
Oh, she's back. Her story's not
Back.
over yet.
She just had writer's block.
We've
We've got spheres, cigars, trees, broths and flowers. We want them in 5 minutes.
At the beginning of the day, I knew exactly what I wanted to make, but I didn't know how to make it beautiful. 5 minutes ago, this is when it starts to all come together for me. But as I'm looking for serving dishes, I see this glass cloche, like in Beauty and the Beast, when the whole story is about the beast finding love before all the rose petals fall off. I know that I want that cake to sit at the bottom. I want like nice pieces of ice cream on top. The strawberries kind of around it, the rose petals, and the petals are falling off in the cloche. Beauty and the Beast, so cute.
I think Kahn's actually nailed the concept today. And if it tastes as good as it sounds, he could be in with a really good shot.
It is so perfect in the middle.
There's not much time left. I'm going to spray the whole inside of the bowl to kind of give that dark chocolate forest floor effect. Now it's time to plate up. I've got my white chocolate disc. I've got my chocolate tree, my chocolate branch, I've got pistachio sponge, and I'm piping some dolce on top of the forest floor. The aesthetics of this dish is to draw you into the Alice in Wonderland. To make it more special, I put a little bit of dolce cream on the chocolate tree branches. I've got some shiso flowers from the garden, and I start placing them onto the tree branch, and it's looking really cool.
Go, Andy.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Come on, guys.
There's plenty of books in here, but that doesn't mean it's a library. Come on, 2 minutes to go.
Keep pushing, guys. Let's go.
Stay calm, stay calm.
Yes, Jess. Woo! Come on, Po.
The rice is like, it's just there. Why is this so fun?
30 seconds! 30 seconds!
Come on. Go around. Come on. Let's go, Kahn.
Don't stop now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Time's up, and I'm really happy. I feel like I've met the brief.
Reynold? That's a good sign.
But after seeing the dishes by the others, I'm feeling quite nervous.
Well, we've really thrown down the gauntlet today to set the challenge of giving us a dish inspired by fables and fairy tales, and it looks like there's quite a wide spectrum of interpretation out there.
Yeah, I was swept up in it, to be honest. Like, as I went from bench to bench to bench, it's really got me, and I'm excited to taste the goods.
And there's everything out there, from, you know, high-end dessert from Reynold all the way through to Kahn making a cake. Who would have thought that was going to happen, ever?
Well, I guess the only way to find out, you know, who ends up being the true champion and wins immunity by tasting. So
Yeah.
Bring on the fairy tales.
Yeah, bring them on.
Going to this cook, I didn't know what my chances of immunity were really gonna be. I just wanted to come in and have a fun cook. Now looking at my dish, I know it's gonna taste bang. Like, it's gonna be so delicious. So I feel like I'm in with a massive chance to get immunity today.
Well, well, well. Kahn.
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast I actually watched with my mates, my gay friends, and I never make dessert for them, but one of the guys, he taught me how to make a Kladdkaka. I'll probably pronounce it wrong and he's going to kill me for it. But it's now one of those desserts that I can always make, and the story of Beauty and the Beast is all about the rose in that little cloche that kind of falls away. It's just so cute.
All right, we'll taste it. Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Kahn.
you.
All right, Andy, nice large piece of cake there for you, mate. There you go.
Peter.
There you go, buddy. Can you pass that to Andy? Thanks.
there you
Melissa.
are.
Thanks so much.
Oh.
Well, Kladdkaka, never heard of it, but I like it. This is a belter. It's kind of gooey, brownie-like, but crispy on the outside. It's really nice, quite a sexy cake. Ice cream, really full of flavour, delicious. All the rose and the flower pedally things, beautifully floral. I really love the flavour of it. And it's the last thing I expected to say about Kahn after he's made a cake, for Christ's sake, you know?
Yeah.
Good job.
It is really fudgy. And then on top of that, you have a lovely contrast of a really full flavoured ice cream, you know, quite beautiful and silky. But he's managed to create a bit of romance and a bit of drama, a bit of beauty and a bit of beast, and what a lovely cake.
Andy, did you like it?
I liked it. Not as much as you two, but I liked it. Maybe if you just gave me a sliver rather than a pizza wedge.
A quarter of a cake.
But I loved everything about this cook for Kahn. Even the choice of the cake stand there is very Beauty and the Beast. He grasped the concept again, and I think in terms of what we're trying to achieve here today, he's done it well.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello, Reynold.
That looks so beautiful.
Don't trip over, okay?
Today, I really, really want immunity. I've been in immunity twice before, but I've missed out. But this time, I feel like I've met the brief. All right. And it's really fun to kind of cook with inspiration from a fairy tale. I've got my yogurt foam cooked in nitrogen, and I think it looks incredible. Okay. Now for the last step. I've got my hot caramel, and now it's time to pour in front of the judges.
Ready? Yeah, do your sauce.
We're ready.
The caramel needs to be hot enough to melt through that chocolate and give that rabbit hole effect. It just has to work. I'm looking down at my plate. I'm just thinking to myself, please. It needs to melt it.
And there it is. There's the rabbit hole.
My dish is there, right there. It's down the rabbit hole. I'm just really stoked that I pulled this off.
Well, as per your usual specifications, it is beautiful to look at. However, let's hope it tastes the same.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you. I mean, wow, look at that. We asked for fairy tale, and if that's not fairy tale in a bowl, my goodness. I mean, it just looks so magical.
When I saw Reynold's reaction when the challenge was announced, I knew that we were in for something special. That is special.
Yeah, I don't even want to break this.
Oh, no.
But
I know, it's so
it's criminal.
beautiful.
I'm gonna have to. All right, we're on.
Thank you.
I mean, even the twigs are brushed in gold dust.
Right. From the top, theatre, big tick for me. Like, really got the idea of the challenge. But actually going into the dessert, the diplomat is so rich. The dark chocolate's got that bitter edge to it. The yogurt snow's got the acidity, and the caramel sauce is just rich in an edge of saltiness. It's hard to fault as an overall dish.
Look, I think he's a legend, like flat out legend for doing that in 75 minutes. I appreciate the thought process that happened in no time at all. Hey, here's your challenge. It's fairy tale land, go for it. And then he just drops that bombshell. He's on another level in terms of concept and then a final dish. It's crazy. That would normally take so long to develop. It just blows my mind.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I loved it.
I think the word right there is bombshell. This is a bombshell dish on every single level. I mean, if there was ever a plate of food that has come through this kitchen this season that says, I am back to win, it's this dish.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Paul.
Okay.
Oh, what's the dish?
I went to Ugly Duckling.
Oh, yep.
It's a tofu bloom in a dried scallop broth, and I've just made a little rice dish on the side that uses the elements from the broth. It's kind of all about using really humble ingredients that don't look like much and turning them into something beautiful.
Let's see how it tastes.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
I get it now. As soon as you taste it, it's like a very soft hug from your grandma. The rice for me, I love the flavour. I really dig the dried scallops in there. I love that really funky sort of umami flavour in the rice. For me, the rice is just a little bit undercooked. Can't get around it.
This dish feels ancient. It feels monastic in a way. It's very sparing and very humble and very clean. But you're right, Andy, the rice is slightly under. And when it comes to rice and when it comes to a dish with nowhere to hide, it has to be perfect.
In my opinion, the broth is really the star of the show, and the way that she's prepared that tofu is just beautiful. On the other hand, the rice sort of sideshow, it's a bit of a failure for me.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey, guys. The fairy tale that I took inspiration from was Beauty and the Beast. The dish is Kahn, which is like a Mauritian traditional spring roll. And my grandmother, has been pestering me to make this on the show, so I'm glad that I could today.
Righto, Brendan, we'll have a taste, mate.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Thanks, Brendan. Look at this, Andy. You wouldn't know about silver services. What used to happen in the old days, mate? You know, before your time, before you were born, probably.
How did you turn that into a jab at me? Look, as much as it's tasty, I can't help thinking that this is a dish that Brendan wanted to cook in the competition, and he's just pigeonholed it into Beauty and the Beast. Yes, it's delicious, but for me, there are some flaws. My pastry on the inside is still raw. I just feel like this one got him. The conceptual side of things has got him.
Presentation-wise, I think he could have strived a little harder, especially in an immunity challenge. But then also the dipping sauce, it's sort of very vinegary and bright, but it doesn't have a whole lot going on there that I would bottle.
I've got no issue with this as a dish. I just think it's the wrong dish today.
Ooh, okay, it's legit.
Good luck, Jessie.
Thank you. I pushed myself so hard today. It was just such a very frantic cook.
Oh, wow.
I'm just hoping I've done enough and win immunity today.
Okay, Jess, can you tell us about your dessert?
So the dessert's called The One That Got Away. It's inspired by Goldilocks. So the small spear, basically, there's nothing in it because it was just not right. Then the middle one is basically the yogurt foam. And then the last one is the big one. It's got a mango lapsang shang tea sorbet. And then on the base is a star fruit and kiwi granita.
Now, if I put a step counter on you today, I think you ran kilometres. You know, did you maybe pack too much into your cook today?
I'm just hoping that it's an okay dish and maybe my third win.
Okay, well, there's only one way to find out. We'll taste. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jess.
I really love where she was going with this. I mean, Jess is always a thinker. She's always a very high concept maker. But I feel like she really has just maybe crammed a few too many things in here. I mean, from the looks of things, those spheres, you could sort of see that they hadn't really come together as beautifully as she may have liked. And then the obvious sort of empty, smallest sphere. So I love the yogurt component. I think it has that lovely acidity to it and a little bit of creaminess that the rest of the dish needed.
I just think she's bitten off way too much here. But for me, unfortunately, I disagree about the yogurt and the kiwi fruit and the white chocolate. It's a weird flavour combination for me, especially after you've come from what I really enjoyed in that mango tea, white chocolate sphere.
I love what Jess does, but, you know, this dish promised the world and delivered an atlas with a couple of missing pages.
Would you guys agree there's one clear winner here?
No,
Let's be frank.
Without a doubt, if you ask me. Without a doubt.
I third that.
You third that. Well, we should just go tell them then.
All right, let's do it.
Today's challenge was a curly one. Instead of ingredients or cuisines, we wanted you to get inspired by fairy tales. And you all did a pretty good job of taking those stories and then transferring it onto a plate. So well done.
Good luck, everyone.
And, of course, the all-important prize for one of you today is immunity from Sunday's elimination.
Although all of you brought us incredible interpretations of these fables and fairy tales, today really was a one-horse race. One dish was technically perfect, incredibly delicious, and it didn't only hit the brief, it hit it out of the kingdom. And that dish belongs to Reynold.
Reynold, my man, well done.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
You came in here with your eyes squarely fixed on immunity, and you did it. How do you feel?
I feel so good, because just this week has been not only emotional, but just really trying to give it my all. Just try to get better every single time, and I know it's getting to that point here in the competition. It's only going to get harder from here on. Oh.
Reynold.
I'm just so incredibly happy that I finally got immunity in this season. I'm basically in the top 11 now, and I'm so grateful. Top 10 is just an inch away.
So, Reynold, Amelia, you're safe from Sunday's elimination. Everyone else, game face is on. Because the next time you set foot in this kitchen, you'll be fighting for your place in the competition. You got it?
Yeah, chef.
Great. Get out of here.
Thank you.
See you guys. Well done, Reynold.
Well done, Reynold.
Good job, Reynold. Good job.
Next time,
It's an elimination day. I've got to pull out all stops.
they'll take huge risks
Not something you probably see on too many menus around.
I love it.
to avoid going home.
I don't think now's the time to hold back.
But for a fan favourite,
Goes without saying that we all wish we could give you the biggest hug right now and we can't.
the most heartbreaking farewell ever felt.
It's time to say goodbye.